Hello and welcome, and today I'm bringing you guys part 2 of all of the series that I am currently in the middle of reading because it had to be in 2 parts. Now I wanted to say, so I didn't say this in the last video, but these are all of the books that I am in the middle of that I have physical copies of. None of these include any of the digital series. I'll probably have to go through my Kindle and see what series I have started on there to determine if there's enough to, like, I guess make a video of or something. But yeah, these are all just the series that I physically own copies of that I'm in the middle of. So I just wanted to clear that up real quick. So anyways, let's just go ahead and let's just jump into the rest of the book series that I'm in the middle of and why it's taking me so long to finish them. So first up, we have the Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. This is just because the next 2 books have not released yet. I have read everything. I own everything. I love this series. The Murderbot is one of my favorite characters of all time. So this is just, I'm completely caught up. I'm just waiting for the next ones to come out. After that, we have the Penrick and Desdemona series by Lois McMaster Bujold. Because her name is a tongue twister for me. So I own everything that is currently released for this, and out of the, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's like 9 of them all together, because like this has 3, the other one has 3. I think there's like maybe 10 of them. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I've read 5 out of what is currently released. I've read 5 out of what is currently released, and that is just because I haven't had a moment to sit down where I know I'm going to 100% just want to just be completely immersed into the world of Penrick and Desdemona, because I love this series so much. It's just every book is just like an episode in Penrick's life, and I really love that about them. So this is just me having fallen behind, even though I super love this series. Next we have the Cities of Weft, I think is what this one is called, but the first book is Mordu, and put my desk cover on upside down when I put it back on the book after I finished it. I was gonna like open it and see if I could see the name of the book in there, but yeah, I think it's called the City of Weft or something along those lines. Well, in here it's called the Mordu trilogy, but on Goodreads I think they called it Cities of Weft or something like that. I don't know. We'll just call it Mordu. But the second book has not come out here in the U.S. yet, so I don't even know if it's going to, because I don't know how well this one did in the U.S. But this was a weird little book, and I appreciated every weird little aspect of this book. But the ending, after going through everything with following the main character, I was like, that's what you're going to do to the main character at the end of the first book? Well, now I want to read the second book. But yeah, the only reason why I haven't read it is because the second one hasn't actually released out here, and this is the US copy, and I'm hesitant to buy the UK copy because size differences. I don't like mismatching sets. So if they end up not releasing it out here, I'll probably just bite the bullet and buy the second one from the UK. But yeah, this series, it's a strange little guy. So then we have The Age of Tyranny by Cameron Johnston. So I have read the first book. It's a duology. I own the second one. He's right there. This beautiful blue guy. I just have not gotten around to reading it. I actually want to reread the first book before I go into the second one, because I think there was like a year gap between them. But it's been a good 3 years since I read this particular one. And I do remember a good majority of it, but I also really enjoyed it. So I want to reread this one and then read the second one so that I can just enjoy it all in one big go. And yeah, this is fun though. Edrin, the main character, he is great because he's like, I don't want to fight people. I just want to not do things. I don't want anything to do with that. And then he's like, oh, I guess I have to fight people. But it's also got a really strong female character in here who's pretty awesome as well. So yeah, if you liked his Maleficent 7, you will enjoy this one as well. Then we have the Rhaeria Revelations. So I've read the first compendium, so books 1 and 2, and I've read half of this one, and I was reading it at the beginning of the year. So I've read the third book in this one. I ended it right at the 4th book. So, and the only reason why I stopped was because there was like 4 other really bigger reviewers reading it at the exact same time, and my brain was like, we're not going to get seen reviewing these books right now, so just put it on hold. So that's what I did. But I do really like the series. I love Hadrian. He is my favorite character, and I definitely want to continue seeing where it goes. But yeah, this was more of a, I didn't want to get drowned out trying to review it around all the other bigger people that were reviewing it, so I set it aside, but I do plan on finishing it. Then we have Wheel of Time. I have read the first 3 books in this series. I own the entire series. I was enjoying them very much. I had started reading them before the first season of the TV show came out, and everybody, it was all the hype. Everyone was talking about it, and I read the first 3 books back to back, and I was like, okay, I burnt myself out. Let me step away, read a couple different things, and then I'll go back to it, and I never went back to it. And then honestly, I've been a little put off from wanting to read it because aside from everyone always talking about the slump, there is the one book where there's like a 9-hour long chapter. That does not sound fun, you guys. I don't care how well written it is. That does not sound fun. It really does not. So yeah, I want to finish reading it. I do. I just don't know when it's gonna happen. So then I have honestly, I don't remember what this series is called, and it's not in the book anywhere, but The Hand of the Sun King by J.T. Greathouse. So I own books 1 and 2. I read the first book as an ARC. I thought it was alright. I wasn't blown away by it, but I also didn't hate it. It was a 3-star for me overall. And I have the Goldsboro edition, and so I bought the second Goldsboro edition for the second book. And I actually did not buy the third one. And it's because I'm kind of like on the fence if I want to continue the series or not, because I was so like, meh about the first book, and it hasn't really like drawn me into wanting to go back to it. So at the moment, it's just kind of like, I don't consider it a DNF, but it is a series that I am in the middle of. I just don't know if I'm going to go back to it because I don't know if the second book is going to be any better than the first one for me. So that's where I stand on this one, and sorry I don't remember what it's called. Then we have the Bloodsworn Saga. I have read both books 1 and 2. I had ARCs for both of them, so the only reason why I have not finished this series is because the third book is not here yet, and I will wait for as long as it needs to take for Mr. Gwen to release this book. I am not going to rush that man, okay? I will wait as long as he needs. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to it, though. Once it comes out, you best believe your girl is gonna read it as quickly as she can, okay? Hopefully I can get my ARCs on NetGalley under control, because that's where I have been reading the ARCs for these ones through NetGalley. So hopefully I can get my ARCs under control and I can go back to being approved for stuff by the time the third one comes around. But yeah, that's the only reason. Just it's not here yet. It's not out yet. And then we have the Empire of the Wolf. That is what this one is called. It's right here on the side. I love when they do this. Like, all series should do that. So this one, I have read the first book. I loved it. I love this book. Oh my god, I love it so much, you guys. And I own the second one. I just have not gotten around to reading it yet. And I'm thinking I want to wait till the third one comes out so I can just read them back to back. But I don't know. But yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of like keeping me from possibly picking up the second one right now and reading it. So we'll see, unless I do like what I did. I read this one and then 2 months later the second one came out, and maybe I'll do that with the next one too. That way I don't have to wait too long. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, the third one's just not out yet, and I just haven't gotten around to picking up the second one yet, but I will, because I do really, really like this one. Then we have The Legacy of the Mercenary King by Nick Martell. So I have read books 1 and 2 of this one, so The Kingdom of Liars and The Two-Faced Queen. And I really love this series. My favorite thing about this entire series is every time Michael does something and I just go, Michael. That's my favorite aspect of this entire series. I know other people are like, oh, I'm interested in the moon that's falling apart and, the shadow magic guy. I'm like, no, I'm interested in Michael and all the stupid decisions that this guy makes. and it always makes it even funnier is like, he will make a decision like years before something happens and it comes back and bites him in the butt, and you're like, Michael. So that's definitely my favorite aspect. So I do have the third book. I just have not gotten around to reading it yet. I ARC read the first 2 books, and then I did not get the ARC for the third one. So I had to wait until I could purchase it. And yeah, I just haven't gotten around to reading the last one. Don't really know why, just haven't gotten there yet. I guess I'm not done wanting to tell Michael. So yeah, they're fun. It's a great series. I really like it. I think it's very interesting. It's a little slow in the beginning of this first one, but once you like really get into everything, it gets really interesting. So definitely worth checking out. And then the last series is one that I just recently picked up, and that would be the October Day series by Shannon McGuire. I've read the first book, and I'm almost through the second one. So I am very steadily working my way through this series. I have to get them through the library because I don't own them. So that's the only reason why it's taken me a little bit long, but also, like I said, I just started this series, so, and it's a long one, so it's going to take me a minute to get through it. That is everything. Those are all the series that physically I am in the middle of. Like I said, I'll probably have to do like an ebook one at another time. And eventually I plan on bringing you guys a series that I have DNF'd. Because why not? It's fun to learn about what can cause me to drop a series. So anyways, keep an eye out for that one in the future. And if you guys have read any of these and you enjoy them, you like, comment, subscribe, all of those great things. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.